Hi, this is Chris. Today I'm working on Margarete Miller's Collage Weekly Planner, Week 10. So that's this one right here. I'll do the week 10 and I'll speed it up, and then afterwards I'll show you the previous weeks I did since my last Collage Weekly Planner video. So the first thing we need is something related to sport. So I cut out this diver, and he's from Extraordinary Things to Cut Out in Collage, which I think is my favorite collage source right now. I also have a lot of magazines, old magazines, that I hate to throw out, and I usually find something there. So next one is a gate or a fence, and this is a gate and a fence. A line of poetry or a song. I have this, it's a songbook from Winnie the Pooh songbook. And it says here, don't know if he could swim or not, but he managed to float on a sort of boat. So I thought that might be fun in there. Numbers, I have this 52. I also have collected some numbers. When I see a magazine that has numbers or something, I just snip them out and put them in here. So I may find another number that I like. So I have those numbers, and that'll probably be something that I put on at the end. Static. And I have some stamps with numbers on them. An old sticky note. I don't have any old sticky notes laying around. Well, I probably do, but I think I'll use the bonus instead, which is something that starts with a C, and so that is the Colosseum. And I already pasted this onto a foreground because I didn't want it to get lost and I wanted to be sure it was going to work. So I had already started that one. And see how things will fit on the background. So this background is pretty dramatic. So here's a picture of Lake Tahoe. I could have him diving into Lake Tahoe. But I kind of like the Colosseum. I kind of like the idea of him diving into the Colosseum. So could put the Colosseum down a little bit lower. This, by the way, is Emerald Bay, Lake Tahoe. I live pretty close to Lake Tahoe, but it's up the mountain. I don't go up very often. Right now it's buried in snow. And I have my fence. This looks like a thunderstorm over the Grand Canyon. So I will fast forward this and I will work on it for a while and see what I can come up with. I don't think it needs any more numbers on it. I like this number right here. I've shown these before. They're vintage dress weights, and I really like them because they hold things down when I'm working on it, like that. And I'm going to use my Stabilo All Black pencil, and I want to use a fine line. I don't want a real dark line on parts of this, so I'm going to get a nice sharp point on this. And I'm just going to do some outlining. The thing I like about the Stabilo All pencil is that it's waxy and it writes well on magazine pages. And once I take the water brush to it, I can cover up any white areas showing through from the paper. You notice right here, I went out of the border. I like to do that a lot. When I was taking design classes in college, they called that breaking the border. So I like to break the border. So there's my collage. I'm thinking I might want something down in this corner, so I'm going to look in the extraordinary things to cut out in collage. And I think I want a little animal. This coyote is looking right up there. Put him here looking up there. Might try him. That's pretty cool. If you haven't noticed, I like to do surreal type collages. I like the juxtaposition of things that don't usually go together. Again, I'm breaking the border. I didn't really notice as I placed him, but I've got his front paws right on this rock. So there's my surreal nonsense. Trying to find the cover. And so, something related to sport. I've got the swimmer, a gate or fence. I've got this gate and fence. A line of poetry or a song. Don't know if he could swim or not, but he managed to float on a sort of a boat. Numbers, I've got 5 and 2, 52. I didn't use a sticky note. And something that starts with a C. Well, now I have two. I have Coyote and Coliseum. So that's for week 10. Now we'll go back. This is where I left off on my last video. I'm not weird, I'm a limited edition. Then for week 6, I did this one. When John grew up, he left the nest in a big way. And it's a little hard to see, but this is a giant nest with eggs right in here. And the moon and the earth. So, something made from plastic. I have this bits of plastic that my newspaper was wrapped in. An advertisement, I didn't use that. Something from space, I have the moon and the earth and the spaceman. Textured paper right down the side here. I have some handmade paper, sort of like a rice paper. It has long strings in it. I'm not sure what it's made of. A name in your family, John. In my family on both sides there's quite a few Johns. And the bonus is instructions. And so these lines here they're actually a schematic. I found these at our library's used book sale. It's a huge schematic for an automobile. 1979 Eldorado chassis diagram and on-car electrical component location guide. So in a way it's instructions, if you can follow that kind of thing. And that was week 6. Week 7, something that squeaks or honks. Well, this squirrel squeaks. At least the squirrels around my house squeak. A cake. Here's a bundt cake sitting on their little picnic table. A pair of something. Here's the Waco silos. Chip and Joanna Gaines, you know those. Something torn. I have more of that handmade paper that's been torn down here. I didn't use a math symbol, and the bonus was pattern paper. So here's some pattern paper. I also stuck in some washi tape. So this image of the squirrel and the ceramic frog and the little picnic bench, that was all one image in a magazine. And then I put the bundt cake on there. Please cancel my subscription to your issues. They don't pay me enough to care. Those words are from Karen Tremere, journal words. Week number 8. Something that has a plug. I have this lamp here. It's actually a desk lamp, but it looks like a giant lamp against this house. A house. Well, here's the castle in Waco. Of course, I got these from Joanna's Magnolia magazine. A photo of your family or a family member. I'll bring this up and so you can see it, but this is my niece and nephew goofing off when they were teenagers. And then down here is my nephew when he was a lot younger with his little dog. A piece of a letter or postcard, I didn't use that. Stitching, real or drawn or stamped. I drew stitching around the edge of the image. And the bonus is cursive, and so I wrote here in cursive, room to dream, because this is a pretty big house. That was week number 8. And week number 9, something that hangs on a wall. So my first idea was this calendar. This whole background image is one image. A clothing accessory, I have this cowboy hat. A road sign, Wall Street. This is a wall, so I put Wall Street up there. This came from Extraordinary Things to Cut Out in Collage. The background image in the cowboy hat came from a magazine. I'm not really sure which one. And the cactus came from Extraordinary Things to Cut Out in Collage. And so that's my pattern with stripes, the cactus. A sticker from a fruit or vegetable. So this sticker, oh yeah, this came from a Target magazine because this was covering up, I put that there to cover up the Target logo that was right there. And the bonus is a list, which I didn't use. And then I just decided that it needed some action, so I put these kittens playing up here, and I put this cat up here, and this cat is saying, I'm fine, it's the rest of you that need therapy. That was week 9. And then back to week 10. So thanks for watching, and have a great day collaging. Bye-bye.